Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu launches new LASRRA identity card, Lagos launches Jigi-Bola 4th edition, and state government rewards outstanding civil servants. The move by the Lagos state government to generate a comprehensive database of all persons residing in the state has moved a notch higher with the launch of an upgraded and chip-embedded smart residency card by the Lagos State Residence Registration Agency, LASRRA. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu unveiled the residency card at the Police College in Ikeja, where he says 10 million people will be captured on the database before the end of the year.
Knowing the actual number of people who reside in Lagos State is the reason behind this gathering at the Police College in Ikeja. In June 2011, the Lagos State government passed the Residence Registration Agency Bill into law and formally launched the enrollment exercise in 2013 during the administration of Babatunde Fashola, who currently serves as the Minister of Works and Housing. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is well aware of the importance of data collection for the commercial city. Enough reason for him to ensure he personally launches the upgraded LASRRA card. The state government is also leveraging global digitalization for better service delivery to the people.
This new card is a multi-purpose smart card with 28 applets that make the provision of 28 services possible to cardholders. The new card is therefore a multi-application smart card that offers registered residents access to services ranging from serving as a means of personal security and identity verification, at points of accessing various government services, validation of your residency status, and also financial inclusiveness by providing every resident with the ability to perform cashless transactions. The card can also be used as a mode of payment for services across multiple Lagos State government vendors, like our different modes of transportation, the buses, the ferries, and of course the trains when they do start. Health facilities as well for cash withdrawals from banks, automated teller machines, the ATMs, that's just to mention a few. This card is the first of its kind across West Africa. Now, why did we decide on upgrading the old resident ID card from the previous simple plastic format to a smart card? The need to transition the card from the plastic card to something that is more relevant through technology is has become very compelling. We are in the age of global digitalization. Our people cannot afford to be disadvantaged. We need to create and widen opportunities for more people to access and benefit from government services and create opportunities for financial inclusion.
The Smart Residency Card is an evidence of the state government's smart city projects that would help prevent duplication of profile in Lagos.
The LASRRA ID card scheme is a critical component of the smart city implementation. The increasing socioeconomic needs of the populace, juxtaposed with the economic potential that exists in Lagos, requires a robust identification system as its foundational layer. The Lagos State government, under the visionary leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, recognized that identity is the catalyst for seismic and sustained economic growth. This new identity paradigm in Lagos, tagged LASRRA 2.0, that is what we have called it, adopts industry-leading technology with world-class partners to deliver a comprehensive and elastic identity system that is future-proof and highly secure. The new LASRRA identity system utilizes an industry-standard biometric engine that does deduplication. So what that basically means is that it's a system that helps eliminate occurrences of identity duplication. That's very important in a world of cybersecurity concerns, in a world of identity mismatch. It is good that we have a system that, actively seeks out duplicated identity profiles. This helps not only with securing citizens' identity, but even with the systems that we adopt in terms of storage. It is important for storage utilization because the more people we capture, the more database space we need.
It's a welcome development for those in the private sector.
For many years now, we have spoken extensively about financial inclusion. And what we assumed was that the moment somebody had a bank account, the person was financially included. Our objective for partnering with LASRRA is to make sure that every single person who carries this card and resides in Lagos has access to some form of credit or the other. Because access to credit is the true definition of financial inclusion. So for the record, if you are carrying a LASRRA card, count it, take it for granted that you would have an opportunity to access instant credit from Sterling Bank. And in the first phase, that credit will be dedicated to be used in our public transport system. And as LASRRA unveils more opportunities, we will also extend the credit to that.
The goal is to capture 10 million residents on the database before the end of year 2022.
In the last 3 years, we've seen fourfold incremental in the number of registrations. To date, I'm told that we have registered a total of 6.5 million Lagosians into our database. That's a large number. I think we deserve a round of applause. And we're planning to upscale to about 10 million after today's launch before the end of the year. Today's relaunch event is born out of the need to embrace change and to align with global best practices. What we're doing is upgrading the Lagos residents card from an ordinary plastic card meant only for identification purpose to a smart multi-purpose card that combines biometric identification with other functionalities and benefits that cuts across, such as security, financial services, mobility, and access to government services and amenities. On security, as the nation's commercial nerve center, Lagos State experiences significant level of inbound daily migration of people seeking economic opportunities and a better life, like explained by our MC now. As a result of our population, which currently we know exceeds over 22 million, is rising rapidly, with obvious implications for social services, social infrastructure, and security. It has therefore become imperative for the government to re-examine strategies aimed at improving the security of lives and properties of the people of Lagos State. This smart resident card will help address the issues surrounding the identification and traceability of Lagos residents. And the ultimate help will inform government's planning and provisions of services designed to secure the lives and property of its citizens. Let me now use this opportunity to solicit the cooperation of all residents and acquire this Lagos State resident card, i.e. Lagos ID. We cannot make this investment and our citizens will not buy into it. I want to use this to call on all of us, let us acquire this Lagos resident card. And it will help us enjoy the many, many benefits on offer and will enable us more thoroughly and effectively plan and budget for the delivery of the dividends of democracy against the backdrop of our ever-growing population.
He sets an example as he unveils the multi-purpose identification card with his personal details. The new residency card comes with biometric features that will provide financial services, transportation, and access to government services.
Health, they say, is wealth. Well, the Lagos State government is providing all necessary initiatives to ensure that everyone is healthy. Well, guess what? The fourth edition of the Jigi-Bola initiative has finally been flagged off. According to the State Deputy Governor, Quadri Hamzat, the healthcare initiative is aimed at preventing visual impairment and blindness and will be done for the people at no cost.
It has not happened before.
It's the fourth edition of the Jigi-Bola relaunch at the Police College, Ikeja, Lagos. another opportunity for residents to know their health status without going to an actual hospital. The initiative was first introduced 20 years ago during the administration of former Governor of Lagos, Jigibola, who is currently the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress.
The Deputy Governor, we recognize you. Thank you so much.
The Deputy Governor of the state, Kadri Hamzat, arrives at the venue for the 2022 flag-off ceremony. The wife of the state governor, Dr. Sanwo-Olu, who is also a medical doctor by profession, says the remodeled program is designed to strengthen the state's capacity for efficient eye care delivery at the grassroots.
This event is not only a celebration of one of the legacy grassroots outreach programs of Jigibola Ahmed Tinubu, the amiable former governor of Lagos State and national leader of All Progressive Congress, but also a continuation of a legacy that will help reduce visual impairment to the bearers, especially amongst the good people of Lagos State. Essentially, the Jigi-Bola initiative is designed to strengthen the state's capacity for efficient eye care delivery at the grassroots, and in the course of this medical outreach, the Bosco team would ensure the following: early detection of eye conditions that may lead to blindness, eye health education, and free eye surgery and treatment. Realizing the fact that our society will never reach its economic potential without having well-rounded human resources, the organizers have also included mental health and security as part of the modules of this fourth medical outreach. Also, strategic efforts that preceded today's ceremony have been taken by Bosco Lagos Healthcare Mission International through the institution of a team that consists of medical professionals, which includes doctors, nurses, optometrists, audiologists, and health record officers.
Over 20,000 Lagosians will benefit from the scheme this year.
The goal of this current mission is to reach 340,000 Lagosians, covering 20 local governments in Lagos State. In Jigibola Phase 1, we had covered 7 local governments, and we reached out to 45 Lagosians. Permit me to say, in the 4th edition, which is giving us a clearance of our journey this far. When I mean 4th, that means we've done it the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and this is the 4th time. In this year, we intend doing it differently. We will be covering the areas of Mushi, Surulere, Shomolu, Koshofe, Amuofin, Ibejuleki. We'll also be at Etiosa. We'll be covering each of these local governments during this mission. And please, it's important that at this point, I would like to draw our attention that in this mission, we will be taking care of the market. So while we're in each of the local governments, we'll also be having a team inside the market in Lagos, that in those local government areas.
This initiative reaches out to over 20,000 beneficiaries on yearly basis. And this again shows the commitment of the Lagos State government towards the total well-being and the welfare of Lagosians. The Lagos State Ministry of Health is saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that all Lagosians enjoy good health. And this we will continue to do. And one of the most significant aspects of good health, I would authoritatively say, is the wellness of the sense organs. And so the sight restoration and the hearing restoration services is very key in ensuring the total well-being of human beings.
The state government is commended for continuing the Jigi-Bola initiative.
Any program started by Lagos State is eventually copied by other states in this country, including federal government. And this shows the responsiveness of this government, as well as our party, for being held responsive to our people. I want to commend the government headed by the governor assisted by his wife, and the organizers and volunteers of this group program.
Beneficiaries are also grateful for the support.
I was eventually tested and I was given a free eyeglass. Aside that, I was also given drugs, which I am very relieved. Of course, it could have cost me a lot of money if I had to go there. And seeing to the fact that Lagos State, shunk out a lot of health policies, and they are showing today that it's not just about the policy, but they are doing something to actuate the policies in action.
Vision is important to everybody in life. And for me to get this glass today, I really want to say thank you and God bless you. And God will take you to the higher ground in the name of Jesus.
The state government assures the people of taking the initiative down to their doorsteps to reduce the growing number of visual impairments and hair defects.
This administration has also taken the bolder step by broadening the scope of this health mission to include other health provisions beyond the provision of visual and hearing aids to cater for the need of Lagosians whose health need do not fall within visual and hearing impairment alone. And we must not apologize or be apologetic for the growing number of cases, but we must take deliberate actions in reducing the statistics of hearing disabilities and lack of good vision. Vision and hearing difficulties, before they become impairment, can be prevented by early detection, which is why it is important what our volunteers and our medical mission is doing across the state. It has therefore become essential to continue in this direction with the Bosco Lagos Healthcare Mission International by restating our commitment to improve the well-being and welfare of our citizens. The World Health Organization, which is that organization that monitors the health statistics around the world, has stated that over 2 billion people in the world have a near or distant visual impairment, and at least over 1 billion or almost half of these cases are preventable. Therefore, what we are doing here is important, is to prevent deterioration of our vision and of our hearing.
As beneficiaries receive their eyeglasses and hearing aids, among other free services, the Lagos State government says the Jigi-Bola initiative has been extended to mental health and wellness.
Well, finally on the program, the Lagos State government has honored 800 officers in the year 2022 Long Service Merit Awards for outstanding performance. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu presented car keys to 10 outstanding officers, and 2 others got a ticket to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Take a look.
It's the 15th edition of the year 2022 Long Service Merit Awards for outstanding civil servants in Lagos State. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu arrives at Intercontinental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos, for the final ceremony. The Long Service Merit Award represents an opportunity for the state government to celebrate public servants who have served the government and the people of Lagos diligently. This year, 800 officers have been rewarded for excellent performance, and the state government is hosting the lucky ones. The award ceremony is designed to recognize public servants who have made significant contributions to the development and prosperity of the state.
Given the overarching objective of recognizing and rewarding excellence and talent, the circular lists the criteria for nomination, amongst which are creativity, honesty, initiative, reliability, leadership, punctuality, teamwork, human relations, and significant individual achievements. The next phase of the process is the issuance of the internal memo constituting the screening committees in the ministries, departments, agencies, service-wide, Again, as I mentioned, including our local government councils and local council development areas, calling for nominations by departments and units on the basis of the listed criteria. The membership of the ministerial screening committees comprise of directors of departments who are responsible for the day-to-day and internal screening of the nominees with the ultimate objective of selecting the candidates whose names will be forwarded to the Public Service Office as its best officer nominees from amongst the State Screening Committee, which comprises of permanent secretaries, and they eventually select the best. A total number of 334 nominations were received from MDAs, local governments, and LCDAs for year 2020-2021. Out of this nomination, a total of 190 officers were finally recommended to receive the Outstanding Officers Award in line with the aforementioned criteria. The awardees comprise of 109 for the senior categories, while 81 officers were chosen for the junior categories. In congratulating today's awardees, I urge you all not to rest on your achievements, but to continue to exhibit the high sense of responsibility, diligence, commitment, and duty, and alloyed loyalty, which are the qualities and values for which you are being recognized today.
Governor Sanwo-Olu commends the public servants for their dedication and assures them of providing an enabling environment for more positive results in the state.
I would first like to congratulate the head of service, Mr. Akimuri Okonla, the body of permanent secretary, and the entire hard-working, dedicated, and committed public servants in Lagos State on this occasion for a successful celebration of this year's Public Service Week. It goes without saying that the Lagos State Public Service has continued to raise the bar and to rise up to the expectations of a fast-growing megacity with an enlightened and an expectant population that is rising every day. In the last 3 years of our administration, the State Public Service have shown great capacity. You have shown high level of dedication and a very high sense of professionalism. I'll continue to refer with a great sense of appreciation to the commitment displayed by the public service, especially in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The heroic performance, especially by our health personnel and other emergency service providers, were truly, truly outstanding. This administration, in recognition of all of the diligent contributions for our public service, has always prioritized the issues of welfare and capacity building. Our greatest strength as a state is our human resource base, of which the public service remains a key component. On this note, that I've heartily congratulated all of you who have been chosen as worthy recipients of the year 2022 Outstanding Public Service Award. I have no doubt that you have all displayed sterling qualities, values and virtues of hard work, high level of integrity, selflessness, and a tenacity to be selected among your peers and colleagues for this great recognition. The best way to show gratitude for this award is to keep up the work, the very good work, and continue to serve as good and noble ambassadors of Lagos State Public Service. And so on our part, as a government that is entrusted with oversight and the leadership of the public service, we will continue to give priority attention to all of your needs, especially those that will improve the quality of your job and give you higher level of job satisfaction and increase your ability and capacity to meet the very, very high expectations of Lagosians.
The next awardee that has been chosen is Mr. Ganiyu Tajuddin Olabisi.
A memorable day for some.
Where is he? confused.
The next winner from the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. From the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Aguda, Mrs. Modupe Ajoke.
Oh my goodness. Infectious joy. Infectious joy. It will be permanent in our lives in Jesus' name.
10 people were presented car keys.
Return tickets to Dubai, won by Oyeleke Mojisola Esther from Education District 6.
2 others get return tickets to Dubai.
Return ticket to Dubai, business class. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Governor, this ticket is made possible with the support of Air Peace Nigeria. You are flying business class to Dubai. Need to
Get the money. If you get the money, make you spend the money, job.
In this category is from the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives. And the winner is Mr. Moyosore Shebioba.
Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay.
No doubt, this gesture by the Lagos State government will motivate others to put in more hard work in their service to the states.
Now, this is where we call it a day on this week's edition of the program Dateline Lagos. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until next time, please stay safe. Bye for now.